Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to today's realistic review in which we are taking a look at the American F3H-2 Demon sitting at 9.3 battle rating. Another naval fighter after the scimitar or scimitar, as some people pointed out to me. You don't pronounce the C. Very difficult when you have Dutch accent and no mother language knowledge of these kind of thing. But anyway, the Demon this time, it's a little bit easier. Sitting at 9.3 battle rating, that's quite a bit higher than the Scimitar. And it is not that much better. Well, it doesn't have the wobble. So there is that. There's nothing wrong with the flight model in this plane as far as I can say or tell. And that makes it a whole lot more secure in your hands and no fighting, no struggling with the plane on certain moments, and that is was a blessing after flying out the British naval jet. So let's take a look at the Demon. In the speed department, the maximum speed of this plane at sea level without afterburners is 1035 kilometers an hour, and with afterburner 1145. At 4500 meters this is 824 without and 890 with, and finally at 6500 meters still go 729 without the afterburner and 782 with the afterburner. Now these speeds are all quite comparable to the Scimitar. The Scimitar is faster at sea level than the Demon with afterburner, and at the higher altitudes the Demon is slightly faster than the Scimitar with afterburner, but those speeds are very close. And the Demon is quite a bit higher in battle rating, so there is that. The top speed in a dive of this plane is 1287 kilometers an hour before she redlines and 1400 plus before she rips apart. Again, with this plane in a dive from 10k, I could not get her to rip her wings. So 1400 you have a bit after that, but it is difficult to get beyond that speed. It's difficult to rip this plane up. I didn't have a single wing rip or anything. She is quite sturdily built, and yeah, joy to fly, especially without that wobble that the Scimitar had. So that is good. The control stiffening in this plane is actually not bad at all. It is actually quite good because it has very little control stiffening. There is a slight tick in the roll rate at 700 kilometers an hour and another one at 1000, but it is very slight and the roll rate stays very good up until the last bits of the dive here. So the 1287, the red line, you can easily make that rolling still very good, and this plane is thus very good at getting guns on target in a dive. And yeah, so that's a benefit. It's great in a dive, and the handling in a dive is also fantastic. The stall speed in the plane is 135, which is actually still quite good. Firepower is great. You have 4 20mm Browning Colt Mark 12 cannons with 190 rounds per gun, and you have 4 Sidewinder 9Bs. So yeah, the armament is quite good. Only the 9Bs become less and less valuable the higher in battle rating you go. So you have a 9.3. You still don't face the 10.3s. Some people told me that you don't face them at all with 9.3, 9.7. But there's still some F104s in the mix with this plane, so it still faces a lot of good planes. But the armament is quite nice. Ammo load is excellent with 190 rounds for the cannons and the 4 missiles, very nice. You also have a lot of bombs, rockets and missile options on this plane, and combos between those as well. Especially with the missiles you can combine rockets and bombs, and for the rest you have a large variety of setups to choose from, and that's very nice. It makes the plane quite versatile. You can pick whether you want to go base bombing or vehicle bombing, or you can go air to air. There's a lot of things you can do in this plane, and that is nice. It gives the plane a little bit of versatility. The acceleration in a straight line is decent, and in a dive it's very good. It really picks up speed in a dive, especially with the afterburner on. Energy retention in the horizontal is good, and in the vertical is very good. Climb rate is also very good, so plane is very nice in the vertical as well. Turn time though is below average. Average with flaps. The flaps only rip off at 890, which is quite nice. A high rip off speed for the flaps. You can reach that, of course, but in a straight line and stuff like that, so you have to be aware a little bit. But the 890 is a whole lot better than the 670 that we had on the Scimitar. So yeah, fantastic there for the flaps, and they do help, but the plane doesn't feel very maneuverable. The roll rate is good though, especially between 500 to 800 kilometers an hour. I would say very good, and before 500 and after the 800 the roll rate is still good. So yeah, no compression, and well, no, a little bit but almost none, and that is excellent. The maneuverability overall is above average to decent. Overheating in the plane is present, but manageable. It doesn't cool off as quickly as the Scimitar, but it is still manageable. You just need to hold off on the whip a little bit longer. Durability in this plane is good. It can take a hit or two, so that is nice. It is a sturdily built plane. I think the main thing to look for in this plane is a boom and zoom style of fighting, as the turn time can disappoint a little bit here and there, but the ground pounding in the plane can make the plane quite versatile. So it's absolutely possible to go ground pounding in the plane and to use it in a different way, just to stay close to the ground, keep your speed up and stuff like that. Throw your bombs and then go hunting for somebody, or multiple somebodies. Because it is possible also to put nice combos with the missiles. You only get 2 missiles then, but you do get some nice options in the bomb loads or rockets if you want that, and then you still have some sidewinders with you, so that is good. Pure ground pounding with just bombs or rockets is also possible in the plane, and I like that about this plane. It offers something for everybody. Naval planes often have that, you know, the versatility, as they're often capable to equip them with a lot of options, and just what the aircraft carrier needed at the time. And yeah, they are also designed that way to be a little bit multi-purpose and not to excel in anything. So not too fast, not too maneuverable, not too durable. You know, well, they're more durable than most land fighters, but you know what I mean. They often don't excel in anything, and more jack of all trades often the naval fighters. But yeah, I quite like this one for its versatility, and it doesn't have the wobble that the Scimitar had, so it's an absolute breath of fresh air after struggling with that plane. Although the you know, it is very clear that the Scimitar is a very good plane at 8.7 if it would not have that wobble. But anyway, this is about the Demon, and the Demon is excellent. It really is a steady platform in your hands, great for your for feeling in control. The plane is absolutely reliable, and no bullshit with any flight models that not correct or anything. No bugs in it. Feels good. Feels like a good plane. And that is absolutely nice. So a boom and zoom style, I would say. Not too much turning. Keep it fast. You know, long swooping attacks. And yeah, if you're close to somebody like this, definitely try to get it. But you have to be aware which plane it is, and whether or not it's gonna help you to turn with that plane. Now, most of the 104 missile attacks, you have to be aware that you have to shoot it from within a kilometer, because those things are so fast that if you fire it out from a longer distance, you have a huge opportunity that it runs out of that it just runs away from your missile, which is a little bit frustrating. So fast. But I can't wait to get into one of them. I have several on loan, but I wanted to get into the jet game a little bit before I getting my hands on one of the Starfighters. And the Scimitar and the Demon were definitely planes that very nice to get back into that. I had a blast with them, and especially with this one, because this one doesn't lack in anything. It doesn't have a bug, so that's nice. Let's see, we've got the best squad, 30,000 Silver Lions and almost 4,000 research points. Second place in the team. I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now, the F3H-2 Demon. A fantastic looking plane. I really like the looks of this plane. I like the whole setup of the thing. It looks lethal, it looks excellent. This scheme, it brings up so many memories, so many movies and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys watched the final countdown where this the USS Nimitz ends up through a time portal in Second World War. That is an excellent movie with a lot of, with a lot of on deck time with the Nimitz and all the planes on it. Just absolutely fantastic. But I like the looks of the Demon, and I also like flying her. She's a great plane, and she did quite well for me after a few matches. I messed up a little bit here and there, but after a while I got the feel of her, and yeah, she's absolutely nice. A 9.3 battle rating, and yeah, a lot to go for, a lot of versatility, boom and zoom style of fighting, I would say, and yeah, I had a blast in it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.